Okay, can you guys hear me now? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Can you guys hear me now? Ah, okay, let me bring in Prince Francis Chilaka to be sure he can hear me. Good evening, Prince Francis Chilaka. Good evening, good evening. Sincere apologies, sir. Good evening, sir. Oh dear, what's going on? Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Can you hear? Yes.
I'm wondering why the can't. I'm wondering why
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. No, I can't hear you again.
Can you hear me now, Prince?
Can you hear me now, Princess? Yeah, I can hear you.
Is the audio very fine?
Is the audio very fine? Well, yeah, I can hear you.
Is it loud, audible?
Is it loud, audible enough? Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
Anytime, anyway, you can increase it a bit. It'll be fine.
And I get this whole back.
Is a hold back from my end or your end?
There's a hold back from
There's a hold back from the side. Well, I don't know. There's no hold back here.
Okay. All right, sir. Let's
you can see how the hold back. Let's see how it goes. What? Are you hearing the hold back?
I can see here. I can see here.
I can see here. I can see here myself.
And I was just saying. So I was just saying. Nigerians are protesting. Nigerians are protesting that. You can hear that hold back, and it's very disgusting. Maybe you help me log out.
Maybe you help me log out and come back.
I can hear that.
All right, let's see. Let's do this.
Sincere apologies.
Sincere apologies.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why this is problem. Oh dear, I didn't see this coming at all today. Please bear with me. Sincere apologies, Nigerians. Thank you so much for understanding, and thank you so much for bearing with me. I don't know. I thought I got it figured out from the beginning, so I didn't think this would happen at all. Please do bear with me. Okay, so let's see if that audio is better. Okay, all right. Prince Francis, can you hear me?
Better now?
Yes, it's better now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but not too well, but I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm wondering why you cannot hear me very well.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. I can hear you now. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. So there must be something wrong with your system there.
All right, well, let's go. Well, you can hear me now, sir, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, sir. So I was complaining to you, sorry to say, that Nigerians this morning we woke up to the streets of social media, Nigerians complaining that Nigeria should be removed from the list of countries to help them fight United States. Now, a Turkish website did put up a story, if you can hear me, sir, that put up this tweet that unity will make us unstoppable with Islamic sign and stating the different countries, that are uniting to fight on behalf of Iran based on what they think is happening right now. And then people are saying that, excuse me, and Nigerians now said, wait, why on a put Nigeria for inside this, what's the Nigerian map they do for inside this place? Oh, yeah, I'm not going to come out to them quick, because Nigeria no be Islamic country. We're a secular state. We're not an Islamic country. I mean, you can see tweets of Nigerians saying that Nigeria is not an Islamic state. We're a secular country with diverse beliefs, and no religion has monopoly over our national identity, including Nigeria. Okay, including Nigeria here is wrong. Remove Nigeria, I'll say so. People just started tweeting. Let me take your quick reaction to that before we go on to the headlines.
It's funny. If you recall, when Sheikh Gumi was asking the federal government to, severe ties with America after the December 25th airstrike, he had said that we should look up to Turkey, look up to Pakistan, for support and partnership in fighting terrorism. And a lot of us kept asking, why is he asking the Nigerian government to begin to look at core Islamic states, as their partners in fighting terrorism and all of that? So see, we keep deceiving ourselves, precious. Let us be very honest with ourselves. We deceive ourselves. Nigeria is a secular state. I agree. But does your constitution accept that? Does your constitution reflect that? Your constitution does not reflect that. Let us forget all this hogwash. Let us forget all this pretense. How many times is Quran and Islam mentioned in the constitution compared to how many times Christianity and Bible is mentioned in the constitution? So we look at ourselves and we say we're a secular state. Nigeria is a member of OIC. Have you forgotten? So it makes us secular. The government has taken steps to put Nigeria in a very compromising situation. How can you take Nigeria into OIC and you say Nigeria is a secular state? Unfortunately, all the people we've had as leaders, even your National Assembly members, they have failed in their duty to protect Nigerians. They have failed in their duty to look at that constitution in the face and make necessary amendments. For us to be talking about a secular state, everything that has to do with the Quran and Islam has to be removed from that constitution. And until you do that, we have not started talking about being a secular state.
Okay, so as it stands now, that means to other Islamic states and recognize Nigeria as an Islamic state.
Your constitution recognizes that.
People when they practice Islam for Nigeria, that's not questions people would ask.
Your constitution recognizes Islam. Does your constitution recognize the Bible or Christianity? That is the flaw. So we need to go back to the basics. We need to go back and look at where the problem started. What you have today that is causing religious issues in Nigeria is the cancer that your leaders deliberately put in the constitution. And they need to remove it.
All right, sir. Thank you. Okay, so Nigerians, let me quickly run you through some matter them with the hot for the inside the country, sharply. The hot this evening, make it happen. They give this matter them as the shell. So inside the hot matter, then we get this. So we hear say Katsina government don't they seek court help to free 70 suspected bandits as part of peace deal. This is according to secret letter as it take review, and this is exclusive from Sahara Reporters. So the way they use right, I'm exclusive. Katsina government seeks court help to free 70 suspected bandits as part of peace deal. Secret letter reveals. And I'm not going to move on to other issues as we get to do with this matter. Enugu doctor dies after being kidnapped, shot twice in chilling attack. A doctor for Enugu State here. And then bandits storm Katsina community despite the peace deal. Kill 2, loot homes. This as headline take carry on. Council chairman says terrorists fleeing from US airstrikes in Sokoto now in Benue State. So now Benue people problem now. So deliberately wrong go Benue State so that maybe the next strike make it be saying that Benue then go strike since they won't strike Sokoto. 2 dead in fresh terrorist attack on Pantangiri, Katsina State. Yeah, about the same. 100 farmers headers clashes recorded monthly in Oyo State. Now, in case you don't understand this now NSCDC they raise the alarm. Say for Oyo State alone, only for inside Oyo State alone, 100 of waiting in the call farmer headers clash. Meaning say headers, malu carriers, headsmen will carry their malu, enter people farm to cause wahala. 100 times for inside Oyo State. 100 of such cases now happen for Oyo State, according to NSCDC. So that means it's about to become the same problem with the middle belt, that now the fear where people they get. In all of this, Trump just get an interview with New York Times, where in the film, in the vex well, in done one of more military strikes for inside Nigeria. In fact, he said the US military strikes go continue if terrorists continue to kill Christians. That's what he talk. He said even though saying they won't make them only one of strike, but clearly it be like say the people then get coconut. So it will continue. When next the strike will happen, we will talk about it when the time reach. Kano family raises alarm over alleged abduction, forced conversion of 15-year-old girl from Christianity to Islam in Kano State. In case you don't understand, a particular family where you see them, a Christian family, they talk, say, hey, come and see, oh, then kidnap our daughter, force her to convert from Christian to Islam or Christianity to Islam. That's not the matter with the grand. This one don't raise a lot of controversy and outrage. People they worried about them. Nigerian Bar Association don't raise alarm over return of one chance killings for inside Abuja after murder of nurse and lawyer. Nurse die, lawyer die. Both the nurses council serve with the vex. They say, hey, what's happened? In fact, doctors now say our profession they in danger because remember, started on about 2 medical doctors for inside Edo State to be said in kidnap, kill one. Doctors say they in danger. Say, in fact, they even protest of the abduction. Say, they kill their colleagues. Say their profession they know they safe again. Meanwhile, for inside FCTA, workers don't threaten strike. Say governor, they don't give Wike 7 days ultimatum to resolve their pay, pension, promotion disputes. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Both their payment, their promotion, and pension disputes. Sharp, sharp, sharp. So unless they go strike on top of the head. As we enter inside politics, Dati Baba Ahmed don't criticize Atiku Abubakar's persistent presidential bids. He said, when I was doing my NYC, Baba Atiku was contested, was an aspirant. I don't become old man now, he still be aspirant. Okay, rest now. No, see, be my brother, but we need to rest. In fact, he talk more other things there. He said, I did not declare for presidency. I only reaffirmed Labour Party's membership. Not be said I did fear to declare for presidency. He said Peter Obi will be welcomed back to Labour Party if he decides, if Labour ADC no give him ticket, so we go welcome him back to Labour Party. Hey. Nigerian police arraign activist Salim Abubakar following anti-government posts. Court remands him till January 13. How dare you post something against government? Come here, come sleep for inside prison. You need to fear government. Tinubu presidency to spend 3.3 billion naira only on vehicle purchase and replacement in 2026. That is to buy new cars. Now every budget to buy cars. Every budget now they buy cars. So 3.3 billion naira to buy new cars and to replace other ones for inside 2026 budget. And then 115 million naira for tires. For the new cars, we're supposed to carry their tires. We're supposed to last reach because any new car we buy tire not supposed to last reach 1 year. Oh, sorry, you get to give a spec of tire with the presidential, with the befitting for presidency. Unfortunately, Akpabio doesn't want a free and fair election. Senate delay threatens Nigeria's most important electoral reform. Habib Sheidu, now they talk this one, and then a whistleblower accuses ex-AGF Malami Justice Ministry officials of diverting $1 billion from cloned NPA accounts. EFCC don't open probe on top. That's to say they clone the account of NPA. From there, they don't carry $1 billion inside. Money in Nigeria. Anybody will tell you say on a broke, no believer. Money in Nigeria. Because what in the siphoning is this? Nigerian soldiers fighting Boko Haram in Northeast accused commander of withholding operation allowance. Operation allowance, no see, hunger they kill us. That's what they talk. Dangote files fresh petition against ex-NNPDRA chief Farouk Ahmed at EFCC amid ICPC withdrawal. He withdraw for ICPC, file another one for EFCC. Tinubu's government allocates 6 billion naira for presidential jets engine. Presidential jets engine overhaul. Aside 1.5 billion aviation fuel. So they will use aviation fuel for 2026 budget and then use just 6 billion to use overhaul on our presidential jets engine. Tinubu Shetima to spend about 9 billion on travels in 2026 as 141 million Nigerians projected to live in poverty. This and so some people take carry the matter. Meanwhile, it gets to do with election. No party alliance or allegiance in Rivers. Only Rainbow Coalition for Tinubu's re-election in 2027. So that means no APC, no PDP for River State. No, only just Rainbow for Wiki. Wiki flag new Rainbow group to support Tinubu for 2027. Rainbow. I think it means something else. Okay. Macron accuses years of breaking free from international rules. And then impeachment, Amehula wants to become governor through backdoor. PDP chieftain, and talk about. So the thing they hunger to be governor at all by all means. Now make you won't sack the governor, sack deputy, then make you conde in charge. 2027, let it be under our watch. INEC became the best election body in Africa. I'm up with on an INEC chairman. Now they talk and say, make it be under my watch. Now INEC will be the best election body for Africa. People come to say, excuse me, why EBC says you don't remember say Supreme Court passed judgment on top of Abure head for Labour Party? Why you wait for some people to come up for the party before you can recognize say Abure return don't end? That one now hallmark now the EG, for example, of person who won't do free and fair election. Now waiting people the ask them under this matter. Now 2027 Obi is welcome to return to PDP if the 90 tickets to ADC that Baba might said so. And then Rivers crisis, no cause for alarm over move to impeach for Rep Agbese and they talk this one. Meanwhile, Joseph Kano don't take on Alex Oti. Say Alex Oti is one-term governor. Tell him to write his own will because only one term he go do. Or Joseph Kano blows hot. In talk more things. So he said 2027. Also, Carlo Theodore Oji join forces to unseat Oti. Both Theodore Oji, Theodore T.A. Oji. It's shocking, Abi. Nigeria is set to get fresh $9.5 million Abacha loot from UK's Jersey. And then EFCC arraigns Austrian for failing to declare over $1.4 million in Lagos airports. And they are quarreling over spoils. Elder statesman Wale urges Rivers people to stay calm. Well, all this and more matter. Now we're going to look at this evening. Thank you so much, Oga Prince Francis Chilaka, once more as you use join us for Inside the Studio. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you, Precious.
So make we enter inside this insecurity matter because this one.
I think we won't start with your state. Because since the government appointed expatriate left your state has not seen peace. Your state has not known peace. So it looks like the gladiators they want to bring back the expatriate. You don't go talk now because they're your state.
Make we leave and go front. With the powers bestowed on me, I hereby move this conversation forward. Make we talk about this.
The eyes have it.
Okay, thank you. So we hear say for a fresh controversy, we don't break out for inside Katsina State following the surfacing of an official document indicating that the state government initiated steps to secure the release of dozens of suspected bandits currently facing criminal trials. Now, the document, a letter dated January 2, 2026, and classified as secret, issued by the Katsina State Ministry of Justice and addressed to the Chief Judge of the state. Now, it shows that the ministry requested the intervention of the Administration of Criminal Justice Monitoring Committee, ACJMC, to facilitate the release of the detained suspects. Now, signed by the Director of Public Prosecutions, Abdulrahman Umar Esquire, the letter disclosed that a list containing the names of 48 individuals accused of various banditry, that is terrorism-related offenses, had been forwarded to the Ministry of Justice by the Ministry of Internal Security and Home Affairs. According to the letter, the proposed release of the suspects is aimed at facilitating their release from detention as one of the conditions precedent for the continuance of the peace accord deals signed between the frontline local government and the bandits. So the Ministry of Justice revealed that while a handful of the suspects had been arraigned before the Federal High Court in the state, most remain in detention awaiting trial at various magistrate courts across Katsina State. Magistrate courts, now they try terrorism because President don't open the mouth talk say everything we get to do with banditry, militia attack, now terrorists. So magistrate courts 9 go try terrorism charges. Now, the letter also disclosed that a separate list of about 22 inmates currently facing trial before the different high courts in the state was submitted, with the aim of having them released under the same peace agreement. So the ministry urged the chief judge to take necessary action on courts, arguing that the matter falls within the statutory powers of the Criminal Justice Monitoring Committee under Section 37, subsection C2 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Law of Katsina State 2021. Now, the disclosure has sparked outrage and concern among legal practitioners and civil society groups who warn that releasing suspects accused of serious crimes such as banditry could undermine the rule of law, deny victims justice, and embolden criminal groups. Now, critics contend that although the peace initiatives are important, negotiating the release of suspects already in custody, some of whom are standing trial, raises serious constitutional, ethical, and security concerns. So, as of the time of filing the report, the Katsina State government had not publicly explained what legal safeguards, if any, would guide the proposed release, nor clarified whether the victims of the alleged crimes were consulted as part of the peace process. The development adds to growing national debate over the use of negotiated settlements with armed groups amid Nigeria's worsening crisis. This one, now as attacks did they happen, just before you respond to them, for that same Katsina State, as this peace deal they go on like this, we hear say bandits just yesterday for inside invade Kwantangiri community in Funtua local government area for the state, Katsina State, killing at least 2 residents and carting away valuables. This, according to reporting, gotta say the incident happened at night when the attackers stormed the community, kill people, carry value. These are the people where we say, person who don't kill people like this. Now they talk say they won't do peace deal, use release. Prince Francis, let me take a reaction.
Precious. Let me start by saying that how many of the young youths who were arrested in the southeast and tagged as IPOP and whether ESN, whatever name you want to call them, how many of them are kept within the prison walls or the police stations in the southeast? None. Not one of them. Once they arrest them, they either move them to Maiduguri, they move them to far north, where they know it becomes impossible for their cries to be heard. Sometime last year, if you remember, I think it was June, July, when they said about 30 youths were released from, was it Maiduguri prison, IPOP. So you see, this we need to understand that what is playing out in the north, unfortunately, a lot of northern leaders are in support of this whole banditry going on in the north. And I'll say this because it is also from the north. We had, the radicalization, the integration, the absorption, retraining, reformation, the whole process is to turn computer to human being. That is what they want to do. These are hardened criminals. These are people who believe in taking lives. These are people who believe in kidnapping women. These are people who believe in raping women. These are people who believe in dislodging people from their ancestral homes. And when they commit all these heinous crimes, what do? You come back and tell Nigerians they are repented. So you forgive them. Yet, the bruises they have inflicted on others are still there. Is it not shameful?
But how do you think this will impact on our fight against terrorism, really? If we're doing
Are we fighting terrorism in this country?
Are we not fighting it?
No. The government is not fighting terrorism.
We aren't?
Because if we are fighting terrorism, there are a lot of things that are happening that shouldn't happen. What you just read out now shouldn't happen anywhere in the world. No matter the peace deal you're signing with anybody, you cannot sign a peace deal after somebody has taken a gun and killed another person. How can you be having that kind of deal on the lapses of injustice? So those who have lost their lives as a result of the actions of these bandits and terrorists, they're just collateral damage. Is that what you're saying? Because if you keep having a situation where they are being defended by those in government, they are being, treated more human and those they inflict pains on. How do you want it to stop? Until we begin to have real punishment for those who commit real crimes. Why do you think your politicians steal the country dry? Because nobody gets to punish them. Nobody really gets to punish them. And so any society where people are not punished for ill doing, they'll continue to do it. In Nigeria, everything bad we have over time looked at the bad things people do, and we say, oh, it's no longer bad, it is good. Nigeria is the only country where somebody will be a governor for 8 years without any legacy left behind. And he will go to the Senate to retire. And you expect such persons to make good laws for this country. So the point is that a lot of people in the north, you see, when these things happen, do you hear Arewa come out to talk? Do you hear Northern Elders Forum come out to talk? They don't talk because they are all in support of it. They are all protecting their own. It is only in the southeast that you don't protect your own. That is why they sold out Nnamdi Kanu and made arrangement for him to be kidnapped from Kenya to Nigeria. That is why you see the southeastern leaders there. In the daytime, they're telling you, free Nnamdi Kanu. In the night, they will say, don't free him. If the southeast are doing half of what the north are doing when their own are arrested, Nnamdi Kanu would not have been given a life jail. So when people say the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable, it is a lie. It has to be negotiated. We have to sit on a round table and ask ourselves, do we want to continue as Nigeria? A country that the constitution is lopsided cannot lead to unity. And when you say these things, people think you're just speaking out of ignorance. No. A country where you have a Sharia law that destroys alcohol, that restricts people's life of movement, that restricts how people live their lives. And at the end of the day, the same people who are implementing this Sharia will now share of the VAT and taxes gotten from those drinks they destroy. Is that not mediocrity? Is that not the height of pretense? Somebody will say, I don't eat cow meat, but you eat the shaki. You eat the liver from the cow, but you don't eat cow meat. That is what the northern leaders are doing. They will say they don't eat pig, but they will eat the liver that comes out of the pig. They will eat the other things that come out from inside the intestine of the pig, but they will not eat the pig. Who is fooling who? If this document was not leaked, by now, those terrorists would have been released if they have not been released yet.
So one of the reasons we make they amplify the story, especially because say she didn't come tell us say negotiating with these bandits is the only option because they are not terrorists that are just aggrieved and angry with the society and government, and that if you can see that states that have adopted negotiations are doing well and there's relative peace. And he mentioned specifically Kaduna State as part of the states where Ibi say they do very well. How come Ibi say Kaduna State, well, Katsina State now Ibi say they talk about so. Well, how come Ibi say some of these states now what would they think saying that they're supposed to they do well for this kind of thing? Katsina State instead of former governor and President Muhammad Buhari. How come that this kind of states then would they involved in the release of people where they embark on activities where government don't see as act of terrorism? And what do you think that this one mean, especially as Trump done the one heavily again of attacks?
See, when people say that they entered into negotiations, that these people are not terrorists, they are just upset with the system. Precious, what system are they upset with?
Nigeria.
Which Nigeria are they upset with? Who in Nigeria is better off today? Their governors are collecting every month revenue. They're collecting a lot of fat money now. Is it the Nigerian government that is stopping them from going to school? Or is it their own leaders who are so selfish and wicked that have prevented the young people in the north from going to school? We keep believing the things that trouble us, and we chase the things that don't trouble us.
All right,
those who are coming out to speak that they are upset. So if they're upset, then anybody that is upset in Nigeria should carry arms and begin to shoot another person. That is what it means.
Because these attacks don't spread. In fact, according to this report, BBC NSCDC revealed, it is very scary. In fact, this week alone, we don't hear about 2-3 attacks for inside Oyo State. Oyo, our backyard here. Oyo, that is Ibadan. More like the heart of the southwest, aside Lagos. So the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps don't disclose, say Oyo State experience an averagely of 100 farmers headers conflict every month. Every month, 100. In case people don't understand what farmers headers clash mean, it means a situation where it be say, because farm, they statutory. Headers, they move their cattle. So that means a situation where it be say headers carry their cattle, enter inside people's farm, cause problem for their farm, then get clash. That thing happened 100 times. And you know, so that this be the major issue where they cause problem for middle belt. When it be say, if people complain for middle belt, next thing, they don't kill people. They don't shoot them. They don't kill them. Or they don't go come for reprisal attack. So the command spokesperson, Mr. Emmanuel Okpebi, now revealed this on today, Friday, for inside Ibadan, noting that the clashes are not prevalent in the Oluyole, Ukiogun, and the Ibarapa areas of the state. According to that, are more prevalent over those areas. According to him, the disputes often arise from issues such as grazing on farmlands and cattle poisoning, among other conflicts. You graze on my farmland, will poison your cattle. Wahala don't come out. Now he highlighted the role of the NSCDCs. In fact, let me just end it there. So in Oyo State here, we already have this happening. And this is worrisome because when inside Benue State now, Benue State, look, a particular local government chairman from Benue State now, don't cry, say, all the terrorists, they want them pursue for because of airstrike. Say they don't enter inside their local government, that one Agatu. And you know, so Agatu now one place where they rest for inside bandits attack. Now, Agatu people don't they shout. Say they don't, as a procedure for Sokoto State, most of them don't resurface, come Agatu, don't they worry them now for inside Agatu. Make I take a reaction.
You know, I said it before that your government claims that they provided the intel with which the American government carried out the airstrike. And I said it's wonderful. And I said if they provided the intel, did their intel not also tell them, common sense didn't dictate to them that once those airstrike happens, those who escape will be looking for where to hide? Why were Nigerian soldiers or the Nigerian military or the Nigerian Air Force not available within those areas to ensure that nobody escapes? Why were they not there? And they're escaping from all the way from Sokoto to Benue State. Did they walk down? They were moving. They didn't. Well, they took bus. Maybe they took one of the buses they use in kidnapping all these children from their schools. It's possible. But you see, the point is this: the government has not shown strong will that it is ready to fight banditry. You know, the first thing was when the American president said, "Gun blazing," Nigeria, everybody went up. We said, "Oh, now we must fight insecurity." You now saw the likes of your national security advisor moving from Niger to Kwara, moving all over the place. Even at the point, he was the one who told us that the young children that were kidnapped from the Catholic school, they're doing fine, and they will soon join their parents. And when the first batch of 100 kidnapped children were released, we asked him, what happened to those who kidnapped them? What was the arrangement? What was the agreement? Then when the final batch was released, we still asked the same questions. But nobody gave you an answer. When the American government struck, you saw people saying, oh, they just struck a dry land. But at the end of the day, we found out that they had headquarters in Sokoto. Is that not an indictment on the Sultan of Sokoto? Is that not an indictment on the governor of Sokoto? Is that not an indictment on all the political leaders in Sokoto and in the north? So they knew that these people had a headquarters. They knew that they were using somewhere in Sokoto to plan all the attacks, and they kept quiet. And then finally, we needed an American airplane to come and expose what was happening in our backyards. Is that not shameful? Now, bringing it down to what is happening in Oyo State, as you said, if I say that everybody, most of the senators we have today are colossal failure. Most of the honorable members are no longer honorable. They have failed F9. They have failed.
Not D7, total F9.
F9. See, we know that in the last how many years now, headers, farmers clash has led to the death of a lot of people, have led to the movement of people chasing away people from their ancestral homes into IDP camps. What a reasonable government would do is to take a decisive action, and that action is to outlaw it. Why is the government finding it difficult to outlaw open grazing?
Some states did.
Those states that did, is it working?
That's a problem.
Is it working?
Is the law even enforced? That's another problem.
So the point is, we need a federal, you see, when Nigerians were agitating that no tax, federal government said, we cannot go back at it. We must implement it. And I heard they started implementing this in January 1st. Why are they not using that same vigor to fight open grazing? Why is the government not going after the owners of these cows? The cows are not owned by those who carry them out for grazing. You and I know that. Open grazing is business. It's a private, limited business. Why are we closing our eyes to it? If we say that the problem is open grazing and farmers having a problem, the herders and the cows and the farmers and those who carry them around having a problem, why not make a law? Even if the law will be tinkered with, as the tax law is said to have been tinkered with, we don't mind. So long as that law protects the lives and properties of Nigerians, so long as that law ensures that these herders do not trample on the freedom of other people. So why is your government so docile? Why is your government pretending that all is well when all is not well? So these are issues that when you look at it, you keep asking yourself, what is really wrong? Why is it that the government lacks the political will to do the right thing? Maybe the headers feel that there are too many IDP camps in the north. Let us come and set some in the south. Yes. I'm telling you. You were asking me if I'm serious. When it happens, what will your government do?
Hey.
What will your government do?
So the idea is to invade the south and to make sure that the south feel what's in the north they feel too.
It is coming to that. A few days back or so, there was one imam. The video has been trending. He's been saying that not Muslims in the southeast are being dealt with, that they're being disadvantaged, that they're being marginalized. And then I ask, what is going on? Who are these Muslims in the southeast that have been marginalized?
Igbo Muslims.
When did anybody in the southeast come out and say he's a Muslim and the person is hunted after? Nobody bothers what religion you follow. Nobody bothers. But you see, gradually, what they are trying to do is to turn it into a jihad war. And then we're all folding our fingers. We're just watching helplessly. And that's why I say, Nigeria has become a country where the young people of this country, rather than look at the issues that are causing problem and speak out against it, they're all on social media groups. Either going naked, smoking in their hair, betting their lives away. They don't use their time very well. I mean, look at Nigeria, Precious. Are you not disturbed? Oshumole's son is a commissioner in Edo State. The wife of your SSG is in the House of Rep.
SSG. The wife of which SSG?
You call it SSG?
Akume.
Yes.
Which of the wife? The new wife or the other wife?
No, the other wife. The main wife we know.
Okay.
El-Rufai's son is in the House of Rep.
Ibori's son.
What's his name? Okowa's daughter. Ibori's daughter. Now we see that Wike's son.
Daughter.
Now we see that Wike's son wants to go to the House of Rep. He didn't even think of when.
Not contest now. Make on a contest.
Wait, Precious, hold on. Because I don't call Wike now. Your body don't do you anyhow. He didn't even think of going to contest as a councillor to start with, or to go to the State House of Assembly, or to become local government chairman.
As local government chairman, you don't even want to start from states. He has to go to the.
He now wants to go to the Federal House of Rep. And yet, you have a lot of young Nigerian youths who are busy carrying bags for these wicked and selfish and greedy politicians. They have mortgaged their lives. They want to be slaves to these people forever. And they're not thinking out of the box. You go serve Papa, come serve Bikin. Come serve Bikin.
You don't see elderly men then for inside River State. They follow Wiki while his son they in front. They follow.
You know, the son sit down coffee. Chairman of party.
Even when he's standing, the son goes with him. You know they talk. You know like see him when they do campaign that time. You know they talk. They follow Papa up and down. And that's how you go win election. That election does not need to be contested. It doesn't.
So the people, the Nigerian youths, shame go catch you now. Shame. Una not get shame. Una not get shame at all. The Nigerian youths, most of you have become useless.
Ew.
Most of you are not thinking out of your environment. All you want is that 5,000, that 10,000, that Indian hemp, that drink they give to you. You're not thinking of your future. All of you are eating away your future. You will sit down there and allow these wicked politicians' children to begin to rule over you. So that is what is happening in Nigeria. It is very, very shameful. So the government needs to think as if there is no box. The people in Oyo State should begin to plan themselves, or else all of them for Oyo State will go enter IDP camp. Go and write it down.
God forbid. But now Enugu State itself, they face their own issue. You know, say people for Enugu don't they cry of attacks. Now there's a particular medical doctor who we hear about for inside the Enugu State, where we hear say they kidnap. After they release them, apparently after ransom payments, they shoot them that time, release them. Immediately they release them, they attack them again, can't kill them again. And the worst part of it is that he's very rare, specialty for medicine. He's a neurosurgeon. I will not get plenty neurosurgeon for Nigeria. The ones who come manage gates, now they don't go kill like this. You can see his obituary.
When you say it's
endangered species for Enugu State, now this one happened.
Yes, when the governor of Enugu State woke up from deep slumber and decamped to APC, what was he thinking?
Oh, no vex. So because people of Enugu now, because of this, they don't talk say the rates of attack for Enugu don't they too much, and then there is an under reporting of it.
Why would they see Precious? The day the governor decamped to APC, that is the day his ability to speak was taken away from him.
Really?
Since he got into APC, have you heard him talk? Have you heard him say anything? You leave your party that brought you to power. You come to a party that people are saying is pushing them into abject poverty. So what were you expecting? So it's unfortunate that may his soul rest in peace, but this is the Nigeria of today. This is the reality. And nobody will be arrested. Nobody will be punished. It's what we see in our country.
All right, so moving on to other issues very, very quickly. In the wake of all of these attacks and all this, in fact, before I even talk about this attack, because there's a young lady's issue that is very pathetic. We hear that the family of a 15-year-old Christian girl, before I talk about Trump and a new threat to Nigeria, a 15-year-old girl, a Christian girl, Umi Tambaya from Kano State. You know, so before now, when they talk about Kano, you could say now almost 100% of people from Kano might be Muslims. You know, we don't see Christians and even they at all. This 15-year-old girl, Umi Tambaya from Kano State, has raised alarm over her disappearance. That is, her family is raising alarm over her disappearance. So the family alleged that she was abducted by youths in her community, and forcefully converted her to Islam with the alleged complicity of local religious authorities. That is, local Islamic authorities help them. Now, Umi, a native of Kadafa Baris district in Rogo local government area of Kano State, has been missing since December 1, 2025. So her family alleged that a young Muslim man from the village who had persistently sought her hand in marriage, 15 years old girl, they begged her since to marry her, despite repeated refusals, orchestrated her abduction. As you know, agree marry me now, make I kidnap you, force you to change to Islam. I give you belly, you will marry me by force. Now, according to the family, the man initially denied knowing her whereabouts after she went missing. Speaking on the case, Pastor Kabir Usman, who is familiar with the situation, said that efforts to locate the girl revealed she was being kept under custody of the Hizbah commander in Rogo. You don't understand. Hizbah was supposed to fight bad things when they happen for Islam, to make sure say people of Islam live righteous according to Sharia law. Now Hizbah commander and if them born you well, come there now. After a long search and relentless efforts, we discovered the girl has been kept under the custody of the Hizbah commander in Rogo, Malam Sani, that she went to convert to Islam, Usman said. Now, he further alleged that individuals close to the Hizbah commander disclosed the identities of those involved in the abduction. Close persons to the Hizbah commander revealed that Abba Sheshu, Mansiru Suraju, and Tasiu Bello were the persons who abducted her for a whole month, despite her mental illness, and prevented her from seeking medical help. I guess the girl has a medical condition. Now, Usman said that despite intervention by the divisional police officer in charge of Rogo, Suleiman Ibrahim, and the village said, Omar Abdul Kadri, the Hizbah commander allegedly refused to produce the girl. He needed a release her. So he also accused the Department of State Services, DSS, in the area of failing to act on the matter, alleging extortion by one of the DSS officers. Now, it will surprise the public to know that the DSS in the state has refused to act on the matter. In fact, one of the officers in the local government collected up to 20,000 naira, claiming that officers from the headquarters needed the money to buy fuel. Then input transaction details of the money we then pay. Now, he appealed for urgent intervention, saying the family was traumatized and feared that those responsible could escape accountability. In fact, I'm not further with this report. I beg you, it's too deep painful to hear. Prince Francis Chilaka, I don't know what's going on.
When the people refuse to do the right thing, evil will consume them. I have said, and I will keep saying it, Until we're ready to remove the clogs in our eyes, we shouldn't be looking at the one in other people's eyes. Until we're ready to run a country devoid of all this tribe and religion, we have not started. How can you run a country where the constitution of that country allows you to run a parallel law and you call it Sharia, and you're allowing it within a democratic setting, and you think it is the right thing to do? Has it not occurred to you from what you are reading that the Sharia commander, whatever it's called, the Hizbah commander, is more powerful than the Nigerian police? That is the implication of what is happening in Kano. You are allowing religious fanatics to run an organization that ordinarily should be run by the government. So whatever they are doing, they see it as carrying out a religious instruction. And we need to change this. It's not even about the girl that has been kidnapped. It's not even about the person that has kidnapped the girl. But it's about the fact that his back is now involved. Is that not an aberration? Whatever they want to do in the north, see, if you look at it, maybe a lot of people will say, if you say this, the world will collapse. No, nothing will happen. This life is once, we all live it once. And death, we all die once. And that's the gospel truth. And nobody, I repeat, nobody has monopoly of madness. And nobody has monopoly over other people's lives. You want to tell me now that if the government wakes up tomorrow and makes a law that allows everybody to carry arms, you think this banditry will not end? It will end immediately. Because you know that the man you're going to his house also has with the weapon you have. What happens? There's one comical video that trends on Facebook sometimes. And when you watch it, you will understand the power of God. Somebody parked his car and another person went to bash the car. And when the person that bashed his car got down, the guy that bashed the car went and brought out a baseball bat. As he was holding onto the baseball bat, the guy opened his own boot and brought out AK-47. The guy with the bat, the guy holding the bat quietly started begging. This is what is happening in Nigeria. The Fulani that we used to know, the headers that we used to know, that used to carry stick, are now carrying what? AK-47. And so the North has become so used to violence. They no longer have respect for anybody because they believe that some institution will protect them. Is it not youths in the North that killed her, stoned Rebecca and killed her? Have you forgotten? What did your government do? What did the leaders in the North do? It's only in the North that people fight for their God. I've never seen a religion. Even the Igbo people that till tomorrow worship Amadioha, they don't fight for Amadioha. If you are strong to enough, you think you're a strong man, go and scatter the shrine of Amadioha. Nobody will touch you. But when the Amadioha comes for his shrine, you must present it. It's as simple as ABCD. Those who worship Ogun, God of Iron in Yoruba land, have you ever seen them coming to fight anybody on the street? If you get forehead Go and scatter their shrine. When the God of iron comes for his shrine, you will present it. So because you feel you have a religion that you have man-made, a religion that man has turned into a weapon of destruction, and you feel that you have monopoly of madness. You kidnap somebody's daughter, you convert the person at your own will.
You never
The police cannot do anything. The DSS cannot do anything. What kind of a country is this? Is Nigeria cursed?
Oh, curse.
Are our political leaders deaf, dumb, and stupid?
Mm.
Are they not seeing the evil being perpetrated? Are they not seeing that the evil being perpetrated is driving this country to the gutters? And they're all keeping quiet. All they now think about is 2027. They want to retain power. And they forget that power is transient. We are all assured of now, this moment. None of us is assured of tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So moving on to other conversations. I mean, in the wake of all of this going on, the US President, Donald Trump, is talking really tough, and they didn't take him easy at all. As US airstrikes in northern Nigeria will continue, that's what he said, as long as terrorists and bandits keep killing Christians. That's as President Donald Trump take one. He warned. Now, the US leader stated this in an interview with the New York Times, published yesterday, Thursday. He said, I would love to make it a one-time strike, Mr. Trump said. But if they continue to kill Christians, it will be many times strike. It will be a many times strike, he stated. Now, this one don't cause a lot of reaction because just yesterday, the US we don't talk. So, okay, Nigerians could take head of the airstrike. They could be in charge of the airstrikes really happen for Nigeria to attack the bandits. Then US could just provide intelligence. But with this new development and this new warning from Donald Trump, it don't look like the US they're willing to take the back seat by providing only intelligence and allowing Nigeria to take the lead. And then he even went as far as he said he did acknowledge too that even though he knows that not only Christians are killed, that Muslims are also killed in the attack, but that the target is first of all majorly Christians. And remember, say arguments done the several quarters say the Muslims and only the kid Gongon said no be Fulani Muslims. Nah, Hausa Muslims, so Muslims from other tribes, other ethnic groups in the north, will not be Fulani. In fact, people don't even argue, say, make you show me how many Fulani is the IDP camp at all. Say they know they. Saying that just Hausas and other tribes now in the IDP camp. And people are wondering why it is like that. But make I take your reaction. Wait till you think what this new threats by Donald Trump mean. Again, especially say we never wake up from the one way we say do before. And our president never talked since then, no. He never talked.
Where's the president, Precious?
We know they sure.
So please leave your president. He's in exile and issuing instructions.
AI pictures we see.
He's in exile and operating as AI. Your president is in exile, but he's operating as AI.
No. Now AI they use clean the picture, not the AI pictures. They just
okay.
AI.
Now talking about Donald Trump, obviously nobody expected a one-off strike on Nigeria. And you know, like I told a lot of persons a few days back, I said the reason why American president has not looked into Nigerian matter is that they were occupied with Venezuela. Now that he's done with Venezuela, it's now focusing back on Nigeria.
Not done with Venezuela because the Venezuela acting president, they talked off. They talk say they no good grief for everything they do them.
Leave that one. They don't catch what they want from Venezuela.
There is also Iran to face with. There is also Iran to face. I mean, he don't Iran. He don't
Precious, leave Iran. Iran never know what they do them. They never know what they do them. But let's look. I'm not going to be talking about Iran.
Iran leader they talk say Donald Trump the sponsor the US sponsor all those people with the streets, and the process only spread across other cities. Go ahead, sir.
I want to focus on Nigeria. Because it's in Nigeria that people are being killed, people are being maimed, people are being driven into IDP camps. When Donald Trump tells you he's giving a warning I can rest assure you that he has made up his mind on what to do. It can be this night. Tomorrow morning, yesterday, don't strike one end. It will. And you know the irony of it is that now that the American government has spoken, the federal government has not said anything. But when the American government strikes now, the federal government will tell you that they provided the intel. If the federal government has the intel of what these bandits and terrorists are doing, why do they always wait for these terrorists to go to villages, kill people, kidnap people before they react? Is it not showing you now that the government does not have any intel? Because if the government really has intel, American government will not be forced to do a second strike or a third strike in Nigeria. So yes, I know a lot of Nigerians are waiting for American government to, because they are tired. See, the Nigerian people no longer believe in their government. Have you not seen what is happening in Rivers State? Rather than focus on governance, on how to protect lives and property, almost all the ministers, including the National Security Advisor, who should be holding strategic sessions with the security personnel, is busy going to do meeting in console, to encourage, to ginger the governor of Bayelsa, Rivers State. Is that what it should be doing at this point in time, when people are being killed on a daily basis, when people are being kidnapped, when houses are being burnt? Does that not show you misplacement of priority? So yes, Nigerians are waiting. Nigerians know. I know that the next strike Donald Trump will strike, nobody will even know. But I hope that the Nigerian government, the Nigerian military, the Nigerian security apparatus that is providing intel will also have the common sense to know that as they are striking, they are on ground to take out those who want to run away. Since the American struck Sokoto State, have you heard anything about Tuji Bello? Is it that Tuji Bello is on leave? Or has he gone on vacation? Or is he on sabbatical? So for me, yes, I believe that it is proper. Not only, like you said, not only Christians have been killed. Yes, we know that Muslims have been killed as well. But what is the percentage? And who are these Muslims that are being killed? These fanatics, these Islamists, they don't believe. See, let me tell you, we may sound jokingly, but they don't see the people from the south as Muslims. They do not. I know I have quite a number of friends who are Muslims from the north. They will never go to a mosque that the preacher is from the south. They will not. I know a lot of them. I have them as friends. And I keep asking them, oh, you people call yourselves Muslim. Why don't you go to this mosque? They say, no. Those ones are not Muslims. So it is the Hausa Muslims in the north that are really suffering the terror of this. Last week or last 2 weeks, a group came out and said they were representing the Hausas, that they no longer to be called Fulani Hausa. They want it to be Fulani Hausa, so that they know they want to be differentiated. This is a new agitation. So yes, we know that there will be strife, and I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to it.
All right, sir, because a lot of professionals, doctors are saying they're no longer safe. In FCT, nurses are dying, doctors are kidnapped and dying. People are saying they're no longer safe, to live in Nigeria. But let's leave that and move straight to politics. So a lot of things happen for the political terrain. Before I move to politics, make I quickly let you know, say, Oga Abubakar Malami don perfecting bail condition. As at yesterday, we'll be here say heavy DSS deploy over 50 personnel. So plenty personnel them for Kuje prison where it be saying day, so that as in perfecting bill, then go rearena on top of terrorism financing. But we surprised say that one can't declare, because right now they don't release him over 1.5 billion. I then pay for bill for the bill. They don't perfect on him, and the wife and son don't come back. And people they happy. If you see the way people they hail them, they praise them as they come out of detention. I say make I just give you that tip of iceberg.
Well, Nigeria is the only country in the world where the oppressed will always hail those who oppress them. That's it. Nigeria is the only country where the oppressed hails the oppressor. So there is nothing to it. That's, no matter what it is, you must see those who are benefiting, who have been benefiting from him. You don't expect them to keep quiet. They will come out. And as they're coming out, they're bringing more people.
And a private jet carried in land.
Good. Who get the private jet? Obviously, it's not his own.
Okay,
sorry. It's also somebody who has benefited from him. So maybe we live on the sea. I keep saying it. The Nigerian youths are not ready. Nigerians are not ready. The hypocrisy, the mediocrity, the stupidity that has enveloped Nigerian youths is holding them down.
All right, so let's go to other issues. So that's about me. Don't talk a couple of things. So you see people they talk. So why are you sounding like this? First of all, he did say that. Say Atiku Abubakar don't the contest. Since when him and that's they do NYSC. Atiku don't the contest. Say he don't reach time where he be say he go leave other people maybe say then their contest. And this raised, some sort of reaction for social media because Dele Momodu they ask him some questions. Say, it means if in the contest, it means say they not be within the right to contest, waiting to stop her from contesting and all of those questions. But that's he was talking about in terms of, when you don't try things over and over again, and work for you, forget about it now. Shit your sword, make another person take over. And then in terms of whether or not he join Labour Party for waiting in video that day, he say he only declares he still the Labour Party, that he didn't declare for presidency. Let's take a listen to a few things that he said.
When I was doing my NYSC, Baba Atiku was an aspirant, and in 2018 we contested primaries together. In 2023 we contested again, I as a vice president elsewhere, when his vice president had left him. And for God's sake, in 2027 again. There is need for a new generation of Nigerian leaders, and they do exist. Like I said, a whole new generation are waiting for a new leader to lead them to a new party. There are good Nigerians. There are people capable of solving Nigerian problems. But they are discouraged by the expensive, difficult, treacherous system full of godfathers and bad promises to make. But there are good Nigerians who are looking for that leader to lead them to fix Nigeria's problems.
Right.
Thank you. It's abundantly clear that 2 days back, what I did was simply to say that I remain in Labour Party. I never declared to contest presidency, even though there could be a possibility of that happening. I certainly did not declare for presidency. I simply reiterated my membership of Labour Party, that is all. And in the submissions I made, I clearly stated that one will have to wait for INEC timetable and for the party to make the call for people to indicate their interest. I did not declare. So unfortunate that social media gets so sensational to put out wrong narratives to emotional listeners. And I believe formal media like your good selves should serve as filters and barriers so that the general public would always consume correct information. Having made the correction, yes, I began reconciliation efforts while...
All right, so this now a few of the things we say talk, and then he also did say that Peter Obi is free to come back to the Labour Party should he want to, especially if the ADC no give him presidential ticket, if he come back. So I'm gonna make her take a reaction. So go ahead, I can hear you.
All right. Well, yes. Well, Dati has said it. He has come out to say that and there was no point in time he declared for the presidency. It was just the imagination of the media. And I'm happy he has come to clear the air. It's a good one. Asking P2B to come back to Labour Party is a tall order. But let's see how it goes. Because why did INEC have to wait until the exit of P2B to not take that decision? It simply shows you that the APC government wants to ensure that Peter Obi, of all candidates, do not have a party to stand with. That is what it means. Because if they have to wait for Peter Obi to leave the party, for them to now declare Abure personal non grata, then it means that there's a script that they are following. But unfortunately, Peter Obi seemed to know more than them, and Peter Obi seemed to have beaten them to their game. So between INEC and Peter Obi is 1-0. Let's wait for the second round. I can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry, sir. Going back to River State, people don't accuse the FCT minister Nyesom Wike, say in the brag of how intake destabilize or how in use influenced the local government judgment for inside Osun State. Remember that day he made the statement about to the secretary of the ADC when tell him say anybody will put hand for River State say you know go well or say the person hand go born. He now said now they're enjoying local government judgment in Osun State. Say they no those way work and make it happen. Make I play that excerpt whether that's when talk now boasting when do they boast or maybe people just they misinterpret it because people don't they talk say oh he's actually boasting of how he can use the local government and the judiciary to disintegrate or you know get favorable judgment really. Let me take a listen to that thing when talk again.
Don't take our support from Mr. President for granted. You have to be careful the statement you make. You have to be careful. Today, you are enjoying in Osun. You don't know those who did the work. You're opening your mouth to talk about River State. Anything you see, take it. Anything you see, what? Take it.
Agreement is agreement, yo. Agreement is agreement, yo. Without reaching for settlement, you can't tell me nonsense. Agreement is agreement, yo.
When Mr. President comes back, when I see the Minister of the Economy, I will tell them to tell him, go and ask other people what has happened to them before. Putting River State, carry your hand to come to River State. If your hand burns, don't say the people no more. I can challenge anybody. This state is a no-go area. This state is a no-go area. Whether you like it or you don't like it or there. So, take the one you have taken. Stop making unnecessary comments. Take the one you have taken. Stop making unnecessary comments. If not, when I come out.
Okay. So, Prince Francis Chilakasa, does this sound in any way like his
power corrupts? Absolute power.
But you don't state anything like say they boast there now. So
Wike is a man who is full of himself. Wike feels that without him, that the Bola Ahmed Tinubu first and foremost wouldn't have won the 2023 election. And so he also believes that without him, the forthcoming election, the Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot win it.
No, but he don't talk say Tinubu say if I say they need to do party for River State now, say not just rainbow movements. I say the new movement for River State and will be rainbow movement. You know that kind of LGBT something. That's rainbow.
Well, the thing is, now man proposes, God does what? Precious, man proposes, God disposes. In everything you do in life, there must be a God factor in it. The moment you begin to do things and begin to take the glory, God will slow you down and tell you, my son, my daughter, I am still in charge.
But God need to come down, come walk like that sometimes.
No, don't worry yourself. With what is playing out in Rivers State, I've said to you before that what is happening in Rivers State will be a replica of what happened in Lagos. You are aware that in Lagos State, Obasa was impeached completely. He was impeached and has to go home. The man was in the US and he told you, I remain what? The speaker. He came back to Nigeria, went to the National Assembly, the State Assembly, they bullied him. He still said, I am what? The speaker. Eventually, they used bus, CNG bus, go Abuja. Because that was when CNG was raining. Not now that CNG has been forgotten.
CNG, so they don't enter flights. Now CNG, they use go Abuja.
They used CNG bus and went to Abuja to go and meet the Kabiyesi, the Oba, the Sultan of Nigeria, the King of Kings of Nigeria. And he told them there and then, he said, go back and reinstate him. Since that reinstatement, have you seen the governor of Lagos State challenge Obasa? He has not. And the way things are going, you would find out that it is getting to that point where the party will ask Mr. President, choose between the governor and a non-party member.
Is that possible?
Yes.
How dare they dictate to the president?
It is coming. Are you not aware that Dave Umahi, National Security Advisor, and a whole lot of them today were in Rivers State to show solidarity? You think it is everybody in Parliament, Tinubu's cabinet, that likes the nonsense Wike is doing?
Is he doing nonsense?
The way Wike has decimated PDP, he's going to do the same thing to APC. Watch and see.
And
because the man is power drunk. He is power drunk. Today I was opportune to watch one of the interviews he had when Ambode had issues with Bola Tinubu.
I have been playing it here, yes. When he said,
yes, and he said to him, he said, I will challenge him. And now a footballer is challenging him. He wants to pull the heavens. So you see, you are dealing with a man who speaks from two sides of the mouth. You don't even know which side of his mouth to hold in the morning.
Are you saying he doesn't have integrity?
If a wicked tells you good morning, you need to go outside and be sure that.
Sir, he is no, sir. With all due respect, sir, we're dealing with an honorable minister with integrity.
Excuse me?
Sir, he's an honorable minister. He has integrity.
Minister of who? Minister for who? When you begin to play with dogs, then you're asking the dogs to climb over you.
Anyway.
That is what has happened. Wicked does not know when to stop. It is Wicked that is heating up the polity in Rivers State. And then you ask yourself, what is this agreement? Agreement is agreement. What is the agreement? Agreement that you produce all the local government chairmen. Agreement that you will decide who gets appointed as a commissioner and SA. Agreement of who and who should be sacked from government house. Agreement of how the budget of the state will be managed. Is that not madness? In the modern day democracy, you are turning the governor of a state to a robot. You just sit in your house and you want him, or yeah, go and speak. The governor will stupidly go and speak. Is that what the people of Rivers State want?
So, sir, you know, say some people don't they talk, say, actually, apart from say, in fact, some people insinuate say Wike actually been there with the House of Assembly members to see through the impeachment process that yesterday when they raised the issue. While other people they talk, say, actually the speaker where they overzealous. Remember, the impeachment is not against the governor alone, it's including the governor and his deputy. And that will make the speaker
wants from the back end to become the governor.
You know that he
Yes.
became a politician before Siminala Ifobara. So how dare he be answerable to Sim Ifobara? It's in the vex am. According to what people they talk, so say he won't use style to show, say, even if not for a short while. But now the issue where the thing will cause for River State be the problem. You know, say Wike and Ikwere man don't rule for 8 years. After Amechi and Ikwere man rule for 8 years. And Odili from another upland, Ndoni, rule for 8 years. We never really get any riverine person. You know, this for rivers, they do this mainland and waterside movement, you know. We never really get any riverine person rule. And Opobo actually one of the minority riverine communities, not even a majority riverine community, because you go talk about people like Calabari or Krika before you even go reach Ogoni then, before you even go reach Opobo people. I mean, Ogoni without the job, by the way. So we no be job. So people they talk say even as a minority person manage become leader, and then Amehula would say if they impeach him and another Ikwere man him go there in charge. Is that not crisis? So if they say for River State, if they even allow the impeachment to pull through, that another wahala people they talk about.
You see the thing with Amehule, whatever you want to call him, you know, his own psychophancy has no definition. And if Wike will listen very well, let him understand that the devil you know is better than that saint you think. I can assure you that if Amehule steps in as governor of River State, he will not take half of what Fubara has taken from Wike. You know the true character of a man when you give him two things: power, wealth. That is when you know the true character of a man. So you don't know the character of a man when he's broke. But when a man has money and has power and is still humble, then you know that that is a real man. The same applies to women. It applies to women as well. You want to know the true character of a woman, give her money, give her power. Some go carry their neck, put on top their neck, their husband, their knees, put on top their husband's neck. And that's the truth. That is the reality of the society we live in. So today, what do they call himself? Amahule is parading himself as being loyal because Wike has promised him governorship. After all, it is the same Wike that changed 3 party chairmen in a period of how many years? The same Wike claims that he is the one that has made Fubara a governor. But he forgot that when EFCC wanted to catch him with all the loot he made in River State, it was the same Fubara that was protecting him. And Wike is forgetting agreement is an agreement. The agreement he made with Fubara to make him governor, was it not to protect him? But today it is his own agreement that matters most. And you know, on a lighter mood, and I didn't know that River State have a lot of musicians. They have a lot of talented artists. And now they make money from politicians.
I want to talk another
Because
matter.
any politician when you talk for the ones you just talk finish, they give you one sound.
I get one, like I give you a band, one-man band.
Eh?
I get you. They go to follow you, but if you talk, they give you music. They
give you one. The only person they didn't sing for was the consultant.
You know, the Rivers person. They say
they
work for Rivers.
They don't understand the language, so they don't fit sing. It brings us back to what I'm saying. It brings us back to what I'm saying. That the people are not ready. The people are easily swayed. Check all the local government Wike has been going to. They're all wearing the same t-shirt. Who gave them those t-shirts? Those t-shirts were not delivered free. They were delivered with a token. It is the token that has made them to wear those t-shirts. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Those are rented crowd. By the time you take time to analyze that video, you'll find out that 80% of those people there But the same people you saw in the first crowd, they moved them to the next crowd. And whose money is being spent in all of this? Is either the local government is providing the funds, or is taking money from FCT to spend? A minister should be probed if he's abroad for this kind of extravagancy. But who's going to probe him? Now you where you be sister to consultant and niece to wiki. Now you go probe him. So that's the problem. The Rivers people have been, the Rivers people, and they look at my state, Imo State.
I beg, sir, I got important.
But Rivers people don't worse.
I have
don't worse. Rivers don't worse.
I'm not going to discuss Rivers State matter when I deal with you next time again. I don't want waiting to affect my BP. I'm not going to discuss Rivers State matter with you again. Nigerians, make a quickly let you know, say phone lines are open and I'll be jumping on the conversation. So kindly call the WhatsApp number 0817-029-4077. 0817-029-4077. Now you follow the link for the pinned post. It will lead you straight into the studio for you to be part of the conversation. And just to quickly let you know, say I beg, in case you never like this post, what are you waiting for? What exactly is the color of the thing you're waiting for? Oh yeah, go like them now, share them, like them, press like. You need to pay money. Just press like. You don't go pay money for them. You don't need subscription. And then follow us across our social media platforms. Apart from Facebook, if you have a problem with the Facebook handle, I'm sure you can't see me on Facebook anywhere at all. So kindly follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. We're there for all those places until we rectify Facebook. I appreciate you. All right, Prince Francis Chilaka, there's something important I want to tell you before we go straight to the phone lines. So, say the deputy speaker, number 6 person, deputy speaker of the House of Rep. Why are you giving me bombastic side Isa? The deputy speaker of the House of Rep had said that they must come out Alex Oti, if he say they go come out, say no matter what, say APC, say no go be this number 6 man, make it be say APC no take over the states. And then he don't make that threat before, because say he never even declare intention to run for governorship, they don't fear. Say even declare intention, what they go do? So Alex Oti now made a statement and said those who say they want to take over from him, they should dig their grave, because he knows that Abia people will not vote for them. Guess what? Ojos Okalo, make I tell you. Ojos Okalo now contact say, make Alex Oti go dig his own grave, because you know what? He's just a one-term governor, so he knows sabi anything. He knows sabi anything. Saying a one-term governor where he be. Waiting you don't do. Wait, you talk. Now one-term governor you be. Now I want to report social media people for you, because these people need to respect their honorable senators. You know, say I think they talk this thing, they para for Alex Oti and headline Karam. Now some people can't go social media, can't even blast their Ojos of Kano. This was Eloma. Even when he said this, he would be laughing in his heart. See, as a writer, he said the road safe to even him or Joseph Carlo house. He'd be like saying Alex Oti not even do the road to him, the road to his village. But soon he thought he walk past. People can't begin blast your brother or Joseph Carlo. Can't begin blast. In fact, if you see what these social media people will no get respect for old age. If you see what's in the tell me, this will say, I feel your pains. You can't even convince us enough. Yeah. Ew. Okay, now make I tell you, I go play the video where be saying talk, and when I play the video, I will come also play a video where in been done they praise Alex Oti earlier on for inside Alex Oti administration. When in they praise Alex Oti, they tell Alex Oti say he is my brother and he is doing very well. People come to say, excuse me, sir, where that accolade will be say they praise Alex Oti Conde now? Where all of a sudden the accolade don't disappear to? I'm gonna make I go show you what's in Ojos Carlo talk with the cost problem. Then I go play what's in the doctor.
The governor said in an interview that people who want to take over from him should go and write their will. Tell the governor, say you should go and write his will first, because we are taking over. We are taking over. We are taking over. We are taking over. He is a joker. The man doesn't know politics. The politics is what we are trained on. He's a banker. He should go back to bank. As far as I'm concerned, the governor is a one-time governor. He's a one-time. He's a one-time what? And it's concluded. He's a one-time governor. Abia people will speak in one voice. We are Abians. Nobody will not allow anybody to rig election there. It's one man, one vote. Have I ever asked you to rig election here? Since 1999, I never asked anybody to rig election for me, and I will never do it. We will stand by the will of the people. If other people reject us, we will go. If other people take us, we will join. I have never. And I will be here to go house to house, room to room. The governor's press secretary insulted me. My brother have the right to run for governor. My sister have the right to run for governor. Any of you have to run for anything. True or false? But the press secretary is telling us that I be censored because my brother is running. There is no candidate in Abia not to defeat me in the Senate. Even if I'm sleeping in Calabar, even if I'm sleeping in Canada, nobody can defeat me here. Because I brought over 180 roads in your community. In my performance, I built new schools, over 200 new schools. They are there. And no senator in Nigeria, 109. None of them have done what I did here. I'm not saying one. So how can you live continuity on a good track? I'm a good senator on a good track. I make it. The work is to be able to go when I young it. Oh, I said. When they go down. They was on the baby political meeting and work. We are not fighting here. We are a structured, discipline, and everything. In 2003, even our party worked against us. Yes. We will use our local structure to win the election. Because we are many. They are on the TV, they are on social media. I'm not going to challenge the governor for open, free, and fair election. They can never win on free and fair election. I would like to ask United Nations, European Union to come and supervise our election in 2027. And APC will win landslide. Because this is the business I know very well. He doesn't know this business. I want to appeal to you people. Everybody must go and bring your mother, your father, your husband, your boyfriend, Mikogi, to APC. Go and register in APC. We are coming. No governor can say he will give President Tinubu 25% here. We are not begging anybody to join, and we don't even want people to join any longer. The door is closed. We have closed the door. We have closed the door because we're in the winning mood. The mood of today was not my mood in 2023. My mood is different. We're a moving train, and nobody can stop us. And that is the truth. Aye wundara koji, aye wundara koji.
On that praise and worship note, I just make a leave the video small based on that praise and worship note. We be say you don't raise. Now, with all of these things when you talk, Nigerians can remind us, say, excuse me, Mr. Odezokalo, not be you been talk this thing before.
This is my brother.
Your replica. Listen
Brother is brother. But this is my brother. Brother is brother. And brother is doing well. I did my village to here 1 hour. It was only when I was governor people used to go to that road on that level. When I left as governor, honestly, for 16 years there was no investment in Abia North. That is the truth. But they are putting investment, and I'm very pleased. He's supporting.
Okay. I just say no do any work. So when the work when do when one use come for second. Let me leave it to you, Prince Francis Chilaka.
Precious.
Just to make a go dig out evidence bring for you, make you see.
Senator Odezokalo is a shameless man.
He's a
disgrace for Igbo people.
He's a distinguished senator, sir.
He is a disgrace to the Igbos.
Or like a minister, he has integrity.
It is the likes of him that has kept the Igbo land the way it is today.
Anyway.
Filled with hungry and poverty-ridden people.
Anyway.
A man like Oju Okalu should not talk when reasonable, sensible people are talking. He should not open his mouth in public. He governed out the state for 8 years. What is his legacy? What did he leave behind? It's like he doesn't understand how much Abia State people hate him. You see this 2027, Oju Okalu will not return to the Senate. Go and write it down.
You say nobody, they never born anybody for Abia and do not.
Oju Okalu will not return to the Senate. Go and write it down. The Abia people have become more clever. They have become wiser. You want to come back and continue to loot the money of Abia State with your cronies. The one you people looted, the 3 of them looted in 24 years, is not enough. They want to continue to loot. After all, he has told you that he has a master stroke for looting and rigging election.
He said he has never rigged election before.
He will understand the difference between a banker and a jobless politician like him. And that is the truth. How can you wake up from sleep and you want to remove a man that is working for the people? You want to remove a man that within 4 years has turned Abia into London. You see it? You see how heartless, how wicked, how selfish some of your politicians are. They do not like anything that will bring development to their community, to the people. No. The people must remain in poverty. The people must continue to eat from the crumbs that fall from their table. That is who Oju Okalu is. It is really, really shameful. The other one that says is the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly. They are all of the same bloodline. They are the same bloodline. When his uncles were misruling Abia State, what did he do? What did he say? Yeah, number 6. Number 6, my foot. Is he the first Deputy Speaker? You want everybody to know you are number 6. So that's to show you how power hungry he is. I am number 6. Every minute, he's behaving like Rivers people. Number 6. Very soon now, he'll have musicians to be singing for him. Number 6, oh, number 6. Ndiala. Ndisi maybe June Southeast.
No, sir, no, sir.
Political vagabonds.
Anyway.
It is people like this, it is people like this that brought out the evil in Nnamdi Kano. They are the ones who pushed Nnamdi Kano to the agitation he's making. Because they all failed to develop the Southeast. Every one of them. They should hide their faces in shame and not come out and be talking rubbish. Honestly speaking, I feel so bad. I feel so bitter as an Igbo man when I see some Igbo people, some Igbo men talk like idiots. All because they want power. They want to remain relevant in government without adding value to the lives of their people. Precious, please don't affect my mental health this night. You know, these people you just talk about, they are not what being talked about.
Sorry, sir.
Honestly speaking, Oju Okalu, the Deputy Speaker, they are not what being talked about. They should, if they want to talk, they should tell me that this is what we have done in Abia State. This is what we did in 8 years as governor of Abia State. And tell us, tell the people, tell the other people, go and verify.
All right.
So he didn't know that there was no road to his house, to his village. He didn't know before now.
All right.
They are laughing.
All right. So Nigerians phone lines are open. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Precious.
Good evening, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Boji calling from US. I just wanted to ask a little thing from what Prince Chinaka said. You see, Wike, your brother, the only
can you call him here some Wike? Oga. His name is Wike. Here's some Wike, not here some Eni. Thank you. You're welcome.
Brother, you're not Peter. You are not Peter. You want to deny him. Listen, the person that will put Wike in trouble is that band, that musician, that guy that used to sing for Wike. That guy will put him in trouble. That guy was going to put him in trouble. But that one for by the way, because Wike is going down. I want to talk about Orjus Okalo and number 6 man in Nigeria, always boasting, talking, saying that Abia people are suffering under this LSOT, that they are coming to make it better for Abia people. It's over 24 years. These people that have been spending and eating, destroyed Aba. People were running away. So many people sold their houses. Nobody's buying any property there. And this guy just came on just 2 years. He did wonders in Abia State. And now Orjus Okalo is now telling him that the money he has been collecting for 2 years is what Orjus Okalo collected in 8 years. Orjus Okalo should go back and see if the cost of things that time is it the same now, number one. Then number two, I don't blame him, like I said, like Nigerians are not yet ready, because I don't see the reason why I still see crowd coming close to those two people upon everything LSOT has been doing for Abia people. I don't know if it's their village or their kindred that are coming this thing, because some people cannot know their way, but people coming, every time I see them talking, I see a lot of crowd from Abia State gathering, listening to these criminals, these foolish men.
Excuse me, you mean a distinguished honorable deputy speaker and distinguished senator, people with integrity?
Orjus Okalo is a stupid man for him to be crying on at the Senate level. He was crying like a baby. Have you seen any northerner crying? Have you seen it? He's not a man. You know, he's not a man for him to cry. Now he's coming to justify good. Justify good as evil. He wants to turn good as evil. But I don't blame them. I blame people gathering. No, every time, watch out. Every time we see them, you see a lot of people gathering there. What are they doing there? These people have been the people that put you on suffering. They kept you suffering for more than 24 years. And now somebody came and turned the life. See, you know how much properties, how much they are selling property now in Adam Port Harcourt Road now. Before it's been on, nobody wants to buy. Now people are coming back. People are picking things on the street at night at Aba. And now this man came out. This man is always boasting, reminding people that he's number 6 man in Nigeria. That tall like without sense. That tall man, that tall guy, the fluff, that doesn't know his left and right in the state house. You know, so all these things, I blame people gathering around looking at them. It pains my heart when I see people listening to them shouting, yes, you are doing good, yeah, right done. I hope they will do something the election day. Let us not be like seeing them on Facebook and that day they will turn their back against the LSOT. Then Abia State will be like Sodom and Gomorrah. Nobody will repay it anymore. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right. Hello, good evening. Robinson, how are you doing? Good evening and welcome. Hello, Robinson. Robinson, are you there? Good evening. Hello, Robinson. Oh, are you there, Robinson? All right, so Prince Chilaka, very quickly, I heard someone expect some money from Abacha loot again when they come up very soon. So when they expect, say, the UK will give on about 9.5 million US dollars from Abacha loot. You know, say now every day new money they come from Abacha loot.
I've told you several times that Abacha is the only ancestor Nigeria has.
Chai.
It's the only ancestor. When he sees that Nigeria is suffering of cash, he will just say, my children make una take. But unfortunately, when the ancestor sends it, the people that collect it will loot it. They will take it back.
Ew.
So it's a circle of thief.
Robinson, are you there?
ITT, international thief. That's what we have in Nigeria.
All right. So Robinson, I don't know why I cannot hear you. Perhaps me just put you out if you don't want to talk. Okay. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello. Yes, please. Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, my name is Ike, speaking from London.
You're welcome, Mr. Ike. Go ahead.
Please, good evening, sir.
My brother, good evening.
Yeah, just a quick one. In terms of Labour Party and P2B, I'm seeing P2B going back to Labour Party and continue with Dati. Is it Dati Mohammed or what is his name?
Dati Ahmed. Dati Baba
Ahmed. Baba, yeah, Ahmed. Because you see, P2B played a smart move. If had been P2B didn't leave Labour Party, I never would have cleared this man as chairman. You see, now as soon as P2B left Labour Party, now problem in Labour Party automatically ended. So now Labour Party have their structure back. So what P2B did as a smart move. So now what's gonna happen? Atiku won't allow him to take that ticket in ADC. So P2B definitely have to go back to Labour Party and take his position back. I think that's a smart move they played. Just watch what will happen at the before end of this year. That's what I observed, and this is what's gonna happen from the way I'm looking at it.
All right. Thank you, Prince Francis. Will you understand anything about that? Thank you.
No. I just said this. Yeah, well, I honestly do not see P2B going to Labour Party. I don't know why I have that feeling that I've always had that gut feelings that ADC is going to pull a surprise, and I want to be part of that surprise.
What Atiku is in right now?
ADC is going to pull a surprise, and I will be part of that surprise.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Prince Francis Chilaka. Any parting shots before we wrap up?
Well, my parting shot is that the Nigerian youth need to wake up. This idea of allowing the political class to use you people as a stepping stone to climb and remain up there and rubbish you. When they climb up, you know what they do? They remove the ladder so that you too cannot climb up. You need to change. We need to open our eyes. We need to see and smell the coffee while it's still hot. We need to tell ourselves that the time to change the fortunes of this country is now. The Nigerian youth, stop allowing yourselves to be used by these politicians for their selfish and greedy situations. They're using you and they're making a mockery of you. They're making a mockery of your children. They're making a mockery of your children yet unborn. That is why you can see them living in affluence and you living in poverty. How long will you continue to live in poverty?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prince Francis Chilaka. Always a pleasure to be with you and to follow you talk Nigerian matter. I appreciate you a great deal. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good night and God bless you. All right, Nigerians, thank you so much for being part of the show. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Please protect your mental health, as I always say, because it's very important. We need that mental health intact. This is just the beginning of the year and drama don't happen. So this is not the year of drama for election and more drama will happen. So you need your mental health intact to face the drama we be see this year carry come. So I beg, help me protect your mental health. So we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much from this end and plenty of love. I love you. Good night and God bless you. Bye-bye.